recording.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to all the players that have invested time and resources into competing this year on Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's been a pleasure. And secondly, I have a message, but it's not directly me. There's someone very special that has a video for you.
Oh, is that so?
So let it roll.
Special video, huh?
皆さんこんにちは。
Oh, let me move the camera so you guys can see subtitles.
プロデューサーのひろきです。2023年8月より、始まりましたドラゴンボールファイターズワールドツアー2023-24ですが、本日のファイナルで優勝者が決定し、ツアーが終了となります。最後まで熱い戦いを繰り広げていただいた選手の皆様、また、選手の皆様に、熱い声援を会場や配信から送っていただいた観客の皆様、1年間ドラゴンボールファイターズを盛り上げていただき本当にありがとうございました。また、昨年12月に、行わせていただきました
the beta was very
ゴールドネ
good.
ットコードの、パブリックベータテストにおいて、非常に多くの皆様にご参加いただき本当にありがとうございました。開催期間中では、オンラインによる、コミュニティの皆様のオンライン大会なども、繰り広げていただいている姿も多く見受けられ、チーム一同、非常に、感謝しております。ありがとうございました。そして、大変長らくお待たせいたしましたロールバックネットコードの本日と並びにプレイステーション5、Xbox シリーズ X 版の、リリースにおいて、ただいま最終調整の方を行っております。リリースの時期ですが、調整が終わり次第、公式サイトや SNS などでご連絡差し上げますので、今しばらくお待ちいただけますと幸いです。ドラゴンボールファイターズチーム一同、これからも皆様により楽しんでいただけますよう、努めてまいりますので、引き続きよろしくお願いいたします。
So I think you all wanted a date, but I got some information, and you really do not have very much to wait for. So be confident, it's going to be there very soon, and I think sooner than you all think. So thank you for that, and thank you for being patient with us. You take good care, everyone. Cheers!
So here's what I don't understand. This game is wildly successful and popular, right? I understand that all good things must come to an end, which is why I've been not expecting DLC, more updates, another season, world tour, anything like that, right? I thought this was the final hurrah for the game and I thought it was all over. And like, I've accepted that to some extent, but what I don't understand is that like, Xenoverse is a game that's 2 years older than this. And to this day, Xenoverse is still getting updates, still getting DLC, still getting content. And today at the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour, during the Sparking Zero panel, before they played the trailer, they said that they have plans to continue supporting Xenoverse 2 alongside Sparking Zero. Mind you, we didn't get a release date or anything for Sparking Zero. If that game was going to release this year, we probably would have gotten a release date. Now, there's a chance that it releases at the tail end of this year, right? I still think that's a long shot. I don't think it'll release until sometime next year. But that would mean that for at least a full another year, maybe more, probably more, they're going to continue supporting Xenoverse 2. And it's not like Xenoverse 2 is any more popular than Dragon Ball FighterZ is. Dragon Ball FighterZ has sold just as many copies as Xenoverse 2, but it's 2 years younger, meaning that it's sold a lot faster. So arguably it's more popular. And I don't know what all the numbers say right now. I haven't looked at like the Steam charts or anything like that. And obviously, you know, these games are played more on console than anyway, right? So it's not going to get super accurate numbers that way, but there are a ton of people playing Dragon Ball FighterZ every day. There are people clamoring, begging, pleading on their knees for more content, costumes, stages, characters. Obviously, we've been dying for rollback for years. We begged and begged and begged, finally got it. I understand retroactively implementing that into a game is very difficult, very time consuming, requires a lot of resources, effort, everything like that. They had the beta and they blew my socks off. I was genuinely very surprised and impressed. I couldn't believe how good it was, because there was a part of me that thought they might implement this rollback and it might suck, because as good as rollback netcode is, that doesn't mean it's like magic, right? You can have bad rollback. We've seen it before. Street Fighter, you know what I'm saying? But it was really good. And it was so good that I was like, oh, it must be close to finished. So for them to come to their world tour, the end of what is most likely their final world tour, which it must be, and have absolutely nothing, I'm flabbergasted. I'm mind blown. I'm a little surprised. I'm not too surprised, but I am just a little bit surprised, because I didn't expect there to be any trailer, a sequel game getting announced, a new season, more DLC, another patch, anything like that. They have tried to wash their hands of this game multiple times, and we kept begging for more and showing like, yo, we will do anything to continue supporting this game if you guys will just do more. And they are trying so hard to wash their hands of it and just cut this game off. And I don't know why. And on one hand, like, oh, we should be grateful for everything that we've gotten, for everything this game has provided for us, for everything they've given us, and for working so hard on rollback, and for it being good, and the fact that we're getting it at all. And yes, I agree. There's a lot to be grateful for, but it's like to feel like you've been consistently slapped in the face, and every time you do get something, it's like, man, fuck, here, nigga, damn, shit. For it to feel like that every time you're given something, it makes it a lot more difficult to be grateful, right? And to see other games getting treated so much better, even other Dragon Ball games that are 2 years older and haven't sold or been any more successful commercially than this one, it just makes you scratch your head. And it's something I can't really wrap my head around. It's something I just don't understand. Obviously, this is subjective, right? But in my opinion, Dragon Ball FighterZ is a much better game than Xenoverse 2, even though I don't really play either game anymore, right? At least functionally, Dragon Ball FighterZ is a way more consistent, fleshed out, well-made game. And I don't know if it's Arc System, Bandai, Shueisha, like Japan, NA. I don't know who's responsible. I don't know what it is, but somebody just has it out for this game, it feels like. That's what it feels like, because it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't add up. The game can still be very profitable. I don't even play the game like that anymore. You start adding more DLC characters, stages, costumes, I will buy every single one. I'll buy all of it. And I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. I didn't expect there to be any more world tour, because I just feel like, you know, the game's 6 years old, probably not worth their time, effort, and resources to, you know, implement another world tour and, you know, go that whole 9 for that. I just, you know, I think the game has lived its course, right? It's probably not going to be a main game at Evo this year. You know, it'll probably still be at Evo, but as a side event, it's not going to be like a main game at any like majors. Like it ran its course, you know. The game's 6 years old. It's pretty old. And it's not like this is, you know, Tekken or something like that, like a long-standing franchise with like a super hardcore following that were, you know, anxiously waiting for the next game. People keep, I don't know why, but everyone keeps expecting and saying that like, oh, there has to be a sequel. There's going to be a sequel. There's no doubt in my mind. And I'm like, I keep telling y'all, it's like, where are the signs to show that that's ever going to happen? It's not. This is Raging Blast 3 all over again. Motherfuckers swore up and down. Raging Blast, oh, it has to, or Xenoverse for that matter. Matter of fact, like Xenoverse in itself is a funny example for this, because like y'all been swearing for like the last 4 years, 5, 6 years, honestly, that Xenoverse 2 was going to get a sequel, that there would be a Xenoverse 3. Nigga, we're in 2024. That game released in 2016. It's been 8 years. There is no Xenoverse 3. They just confirmed today at a panel in 2024 that they're going to continue to support Xenoverse 2 alongside Sparking Zero, a game that's not going to release until at the earliest, the very end of this year or sometime next year. That's that's bittersweet. On one hand, it's like a lot of people want a new game, but at the same time, it's like, at least they're continuing to getting support for their current game. We can't say the same. Dragon Ball FighterZ is getting no sequel. And I don't think there ever will be one, despite the commercial success. Clearly, selling copies is not the end-all, be-all of a game getting a sequel, because if that was the case, there's a lot more games out there that should have sequels, Xenoverse 2 and Dragon Ball FighterZ being prime examples. There's something more to it. I don't know what. I'm not a developer. I'm not a producer. I'm not a publisher. I don't know. But to sell 10 million copies and just be like, yep, that's all, folks. Word to Porky Pig. I don't get it. But at least they're still getting something for their game. We're not getting anything. I mean, rollback is something, and that's a big deal. That is a really big deal. So I don't mean to like undermine that or like undersell what rollback is. But it's like, why do they want so desperately to be rid of this game? I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know if I'll ever know. I don't know if this is something that we'll ever get answers to. Like I said, I understand that all good things must come to an end. It's just very confusing because Xenoverse 2 is not coming to an end. You know what I'm saying? Not anytime soon anyway. Dokkan Legends, those games are still going strong. They just got a bunch of new updates and announcements today. I understand those games are a million times more profitable because those mobile games are raking in like $1 billion a year. But I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still live as I'm recording this. I think I'm gonna attach this to the end of like my reaction to the Not trailer that we had. I don't want to sound ungrateful because I don't feel, I'm not trying to be ungrateful. I'm just confused, man. I made the joke, like my expectations for the game were low, but holy shit. To have absolutely nothing at all to show, like they had nothing. Hello, thank you for playing my game. Catch you later. It's just kind of insane. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay tuned for all this content up and I'm bringing you. With all that being said, it's pretty much off today. And remember, nothing happens until you swing the bat. Later.